matchup between the Colts and the Steelers. The Colts are hosting here and want to be able to keep the home field advantage going as we get ready for this one. Chris, what is the key in this matchup?
Well, Gus, I think you said it best, home field advantage. This team needs to come out and rally early to get the fans on their side. If you have thousands of fans screaming and cheering, you feed off of that and you can turn it into some positive stuff on the field. It should be a great game in this one.
All right, Chris, with that in mind, it's game time. And we've got two teams really ready to rumble. That brings out the eighth-year man out of Miami of Ohio, quarterback Ben Roethlisberger. Mendenhall on the draw. On offense, this is a team that plays smart, consistent, team-oriented football, and the result is one of the league's best attacks, and the leader is, of course, a future Hall of Fame player, wide receiver Hines Ward out of Georgia, that shows no signs of slowing down.
Yeah, and what's amazing about Hines Ward is that with all of his success, he still prides himself on catching the toughest balls in the toughest situations, and perhaps the greatest blocking wide receiver the game has ever seen.
And Chris, he is definitely primed to be a performer to watch in this one. Let's meet the defensive starters. On the defensive line, you have the incomparable Dwight Freeney out of Syracuse, who is a beast up front, and he can dominate a game.
Yeah, if you give me one player to build a defense around, I would take Dwight Freeney, Gus. To me, he just combines all of those key things that make up a star football player. But as great as his physical attributes are, I think it's his intelligence and his instincts that really make the difference.
White fields the ball at the 34. And there's the flag. And we're going to have our first penalty. Madison was there for the stop. Back.
And that's a good call because it's such a dangerous play. It's rough enough when you get blocked in the back, but when you get blocked below the waist in the back, that could lead to injury.
He's loose and running strong. He's wrestled down right around the 36-yard line by Gay. First down, 10 to go. He's searching for a receiver. Ike Taylor was there to bring him down.
And we've always talked about this receiver's big play ability. He may not be the fastest guy in the league, but you can tell he wants the ball in his hands in big situations.
He's got room. James Ferrier was there for the stop.
Nothing makes a defensive coordinator cringe more than seeing that kind of run, because then it sets up the play action, and there's almost no way to stop an offense if you can't stop the run and you have to deal with play action.
Goes through his progression. The stop was made by Lawrence Timmons.
If you're going to try and stop a tight end from catching those types of balls, you have to get physical with him at the line of scrimmage. If you give him free releases, he's going to wear you out. And when your defensive line can handle their guys up front and not allow the offensive linemen to get down on the linebackers, it really gives those linebackers a chance to look great.
We're scoreless after one as we get set for the second quarter. Welcome back to Indianapolis. They get it out there on the toss.
And you love to see those linebackers playing downhill like that, not just flowing sideline to sideline, but attacking and trying to get in the backfield.
Again with the run. They take him down, but not before he gives the Colts a first down and goal. It's first down and goal. So ball on the 2-yard line.
how fast that linebacker was on that one. Not only did he recognize it, but when he did recognize it, he had the explosiveness to get there.
A dive. Gets it on the inside.
You can draw up any sort of protection scheme and blocking scheme that you want. But ultimately, this game comes down to one big man against another big man. And that time, the defense's big man, they won the battle. And when your defensive line can handle their guys up front and not allow the offensive linemen to get down on the linebackers, it really gives those linebackers a chance to look great.
Gives his team the first lead of the game with the field goal. McAfee is ready to kick it away. Brown is back to receive the kick. This will be down to the end zone for a touchback.